What's going on, my beautiful stylish friends? My name is Josh and welcome to my channel. I talk about menswear, lifestyle, and everything in between. Now today, we are going to be probably pissing off a few people because you probably read the title of this video. We're going to be talking about low standards and low expectations. Specifically, how to recognize if you have these yourself, because let's be honest, I think it is one of the most important things out there to recognize if this is the case, so that way we can start correcting these issues. Now, this is going to be a lot of self-reflection. This is probably going to offend a few people. It's probably going to make a lot of people pretty upset because in today's society, it is very, very common to take the average, take being okay, take being just like the norm and celebrating it as if it's one of the best things out there. We've gone from wanting to have these wonderful ideals that are almost too idealistic to wanting to just be okay. And you know what? If you want to be just okay, well then you're probably not watching this video, because I think the people watching these videos want to improve themselves and become the best version of themselves, and that is what I'm here to try and advocate for. So quickly, before I get attacked in the comments or in personal messages from my friends or family, let's just have a second to talk about why I think that we should try and be better than just the average, because I know on social media that it has become super commonplace to just accept everything the way it is, accept you the way you are, accept everybody and everything's going to be okay. It's never going to be great, but it's never going to be that bad. I think this is a problem, because if you settle for average, you are not going to get the things that anybody's actually going to want. You are going to get life's dirty, sloppy seconds, and we do not want that. We want to have a fulfilled and happy and satisfying and meaningful life, and to do so, we have to be better than the average. We have to do just a little bit better than everybody else, because otherwise, we're going to get the same results that everybody else has, and for most people, that's not actually so great. There is so much sadness going on in this world, and it's just being masked by the facade of thinking that everything is average and trying to make that okay. I'm gonna pull out my inner nerd for a real quick second here, because I want you to listen to this quote. Expect disappointment and you will never really be disappointed. That is a quote from a very recent movie, and if you know where that came from, let me know down in the comment section below. But it is essentially the idea that if you don't get excited about anything, if you don't hope for anything, if you don't have any wants or needs or expectations or really anything to get you excited for, then you're never really going to be that disappointed. Now, that may be one way to try and avoid a little disappointment, but you are never going to live a happy, fulfilled, and satisfied life. So with that, guys, take that in the back of your head as we watch this video and we try and get a little bit of self-reflection and see if you really have low self-esteem, see if you really have low expectations or low standards, and see if we can notice that, recognize that, and then correct that. Let's get into it. The first way to tell that you've got low expectations or low standards is you hang around with losers. Whether those people are people that you've grown up with ever since you were a kid, they were your neighbor, they were your family friends, what have you. But if you are hanging around with people that aren't actually doing anything with their lives, if they're not building you up, if they're not amazing people, if they're toxic people, if they are not doing wonderful things to help make you a better person, or they're not doing anything amazing in their life, why would you want to be around those people? You are the average of your 5 closest friends. So if you are with a bunch of people that are doing sweet nothing, guess what? You're probably going to be doing sweet nothing with them. Do you really want to be doing what they're doing the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the road? I don't think so, because I think you want to live a satisfying, fulfilled life. I think you want to improve. I think you want to elevate yourself, and I think you want to get yourself out of a rut if you're not in a good headspace. So I think you need to get yourself around some really good people. It's not a bad thing to put yourself first. So if you're saying yes, that, oh crap, maybe I do have some pretty shitty friends, that might be a sign of having some low expectations. So kick them to the curb and let's move on to the next thing. Ooh, dating. Yeah, one of the easiest ways to find out if you have some low self-standards. Now, what I mean by that is you could be with somebody that's just a little bit average. Maybe this person doesn't always lift you up. Maybe this person isn't always the nicest, kindest, most fun person in the entire world. Maybe this person doesn't talk nicely about you to her friends or family, doesn't stand up for you, doesn't build you up, doesn't try to make you a better person. Maybe this person is always thinking about themselves. They're never thinking about you guys collectively and trying to build and grow together. Maybe this person is just as toxic as all of the friends that we talked about earlier, because it's the same shit. It's the exact same shit in relationships. If you are not with somebody that you think is worthy of your time, then I guarantee you that you have low expectations and you need to fix that. And you can do so by just getting a little bit more exciting, maybe working out a little bit more, eating healthier, finding some cooler hobbies, maybe getting a sweet job, some cool friends, go and travel, do some shit, get some stories. There's a lot of really cool things that you can do to try and get yourself that person that you have always wanted and the person that you know that you deserve. That person over there, they've been waiting for you, but you just don't know it because you're too scared to go out and say hi. You're too scared because you don't think you're worth it for whatever goddamn reason. And guess what? You are. You are worth it. Do not settle. Now, what I don't mean is to just look for greener grass every now and then. If you've got something that's good, that's fantastic, that's healthy, keep that going and foster the shit out of it. But if you are in a relationship right now and you don't think that you're getting treated the way you should be and you've tried talking about it and things just aren't working, maybe you're fighting too much, getting angry and things are just toxic, get the hell out of that because you are worth it. And I can guarantee you that there are a million other people that are just waiting to meet you that are fantastic, kind, and wonderful human beings that will help lift you up, that you can help lift them up, and you guys can grow together and be so much more positive. Another way to tell that you've got some low standards is you are living a life that you don't love. Now, I'm not saying that things are always going to be easy. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have to put in work to get the things that you want in life. No. I'm saying if you are in a dead-end job that you absolutely hate, if you are in a relationship that you absolutely hate, if you're living somewhere that absolutely sucks, if you're in a really shitty situation, you've got to be the one to fix it. There's nobody else that's going to do it for you. You have to take action for yourself. You have to be the one to propel yourself forward and turn your life into one that you can love and be proud of and get fulfillment and feel satisfaction and feel like you're always learning, always growing. You've got to take care of that for yourself. And if you're living a life that you don't love, I guarantee you that your expectations are far too low because it's an amazing world out there. You just have to go and start chasing it. The next way to tell if you've got some low standards or some low expectations, it's because you don't love the way you look. And I'm not talking about it in a narcissistic way. I mean that you look at yourself in the mirror and you don't love yourself. That's a terrible, terrible thing. And unfortunately, only you can fix that. It's a mental thing and a practical thing. Because guess what, my friends? If you don't think that you are strong enough, or you think that you're too skinny or too overweight, you can fix that. You can absolutely fix that. You can exercise, you can eat well. The studies are there, the science is there. You just gotta go and do it. Maybe you don't love your smile. Maybe you gotta brush your teeth a little bit more, floss a little extra, or if your teeth are super out of whack, maybe you gotta save some money, or even take out a loan to go and get some braces to fix that shit. You don't like your hair, do something about it. I know you can't change everything, but there's a lot that you can change. You don't like your skin, get a skincare routine for God's sakes. There are so many amazing things that you can do because science has progressed. There are lots of opportunities out there to make yourself look better. Maybe you gotta dress a little bit better, learn a little bit more about style, maybe groom yourself a little bit better, take care of those toenails, you know? You gotta take care of yourself. And then as you're doing that, you also have to take care of your mental health because nobody's gonna take care of it for you. If you gotta go and talk to people, go and talk to people. We are in 2022 when this stuff is not taboo anymore. Mental health has got to be one of the biggest focuses this year, and it is one of the most easily accessible things to go and work on because it all starts here. It starts when you wake up in the morning. It starts when you go to bed at night. It's just one of those things you just got to work on. You got to take the time to want to work on these things, and you can make yourself a better person, and you can start to learn to love what you see in the mirror. The next way to tell that you've got some low expectations for yourself is you let people talk badly about you and beat you down and push you down and give you shit, and you just let them walk all over you. You don't try and stand up for yourself. You don't leave the situation. You just take it. You just let them do whatever they want to you because for whatever reason you don't think you're good enough. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, you're good enough. I've told you that at least I don't know how many times in this video. You're good enough to change these things. You don't have to listen to these people that want to talk down about you. You can stand up for yourself. You can leave the situation altogether if it's too toxic. It is not a bad thing. But for the love of God, don't let people walk all over you anymore. You have to start taking care of yourself, and to do that, you've got to respect yourself enough to try and stand up for yourself, to try and tell those people that what they're saying is not okay. I don't care if it's your boss at work or your best friend or your mom, your dad, brother, sister, I don't care who it is. If these people are trying to walk all over you and you've been letting them, you can't let that happen anymore for your own good. You just can't. And the last way to tell that you've got low standards is you don't think you're special. I could rant about this one for some time, but for whatever reason you think that it shouldn't be you. You know, why should it be you? Why should you be the one out of all your friends, your family, your coworkers, your peers to be successful? Why should you be the one that learns how to manage their money? Why should you be the one that gets what they want? Why should you be the one that wants to go and do all these amazing things and gets to, figures out a way to make it happen? Why should you be the one to go to college? Why should you be the one to get the dream job, the dream vacation, the dream house on the hill? Why should you be the one to go and have these 7 vacation homes all around the world? Why should it be you? I want to ask you, why shouldn't it be you? If your dreams don't scare the shit out of you, you're not dreaming big enough. If they don't absolutely terrify you, you are leaving stuff on the table. You have one life to live, and you have got to live it to the fullest potential possible. You have to dream big. You have to have big expectations for yourself if you want to enjoy all that there is to enjoy in this beautiful, amazing, and wonderful world. Stop telling yourself you can't because other people say that you can't. You can. You absolutely can, and you will. If you start saying you can, it is amazing what kind of things can start changing almost immediately, because mindset is crucial to trying to start changing things like this around. When you hear yourself saying you can't, stop yourself right there and tell yourself that you goddamn can. Because you can. And then you will. And then you will be special. You will be the one to start achieving your dreams and reaching your goals as long as you start dreaming big enough. You've got to take risks and not be afraid to fail, because guess what? There's a lot of failure in trying to achieve anything big. Nothing good ever came easy. It's much easier to just sit on the couch and do sweet nothing and, I don't know, cuddle a cat for the rest of your life. And if that's all you ever want to do, well then fine, so be it. But you haven't made it this far in this video if all you want to do is sit on the couch and cuddle your cat for the rest of your life. I can guarantee you, you want more. And you're going to get more, because in today's video, we covered a lot of things that are indicators, that are red flags that show that your expectations are too low. And now that these things are conscious, you can think about them. You've had the opportunity to ponder them a little bit. You've heard about a couple solutions to some of these problems. You can go out there and start taking some action. You can go out there and start kicking some ass. That's right, guys. Like, that's what this is all about. It's all about recognizing your faults and trying to do better. There's nothing wrong with being average, because it gives you a starting point. It gives you a place where you can go up. It gives you a place where you can level up. You can do better. You can grow. You can build a better life for yourself and for those around you. It's the best way, because you've got to recognize where your faults are before you can start doing better. You've got to recognize where things could be better in order to start doing better. You've got to bring those things into the conscious world, into the conscious mind. And once you've done that, you can start acting upon those things. You can start taking action, and then you can start crushing it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that I've given you a starting point where you can start improving your life in this year in 2022 to try and do just a little bit better for yourself and those around you. So if you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down in that comment section below. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at @TheFabulousJosh and send me messages. I love interacting with you guys because I want to help make you the best you possible. Take care and have yourselves an amazing rest of your day.